Okay, so yeah, still can't live stream from my main channel. Got around 3 or 4 weeks left before I can, so I'm gonna have to do videos like this where I just upload them. And yeah, still drawing. I'm playing chess. You're playing Connect Four. Uh, what's happening over the next couple of days? Last couple of days has been kind of let's just say things are getting quite heated. And obviously it's because of yeah, I'll be drawing at the same time, so obviously it's because of the Abu Qasim situation and the fallout from that, and people are getting quite irrational in their thought process. Because of that, they're starting to say and do things that could potentially get people hurt. And so yeah, I mean, so what I'm going to do with this particular video is just to kind of highlight some of the things you might start hearing, because what's happening right now is people are getting upset because of the truth, which is that Abu Qasim is a convicted terrorist who was promoting material that was encouraging. One of the pieces of material was encouraging young kids as young as 12 to make IEDs and bombs. That's a fact. That's what he was charged with as well. Now, instead of certain people from the Muslim community kind of rejoicing and going, and I'm not saying all, I'm just saying a small proportion who are saying you should be rejoicing, going, yeah, he's off the streets. There are people that are very upset that this has been exposed because one of the most damning things is that instead of Abu Qasim kind of being ostracized from the Dawa teams when certain things were disclosed, because I'm going to explain something now that I didn't really even understand. I didn't really understand, or let's say it was miscommunicated with me, which was that I didn't realize that Abu Qasim, when he was at the park, and he was convicted. I mean, he was charged with promoting terrorism a year ago. Both Mansour and Hashim, let me repeat this, both Mansour and Hashim were told 1 year ago by Paul Williams and another individual who's a very well-respected person at the park that Abu Qasim was a dangerous individual and that he was at court for promoting terrorism. And instead of Mansour and Hashim distancing themselves and taking a step back and going, okay, we kind of, especially Mansour accuses other people of being hate preachers. In fact, the first time when I went Speaker's Corner, the first person I had a discussion with because of this was Mansour, because I was talking to Daniel from the DCCI team in a private conversation. They come over with their cameras and start saying hate preacher. So Mansour is somebody that accused a lot of people of being hate preachers. But Mansour, you were told a year ago, yeah, that Abu Qasim was a real hate preacher, a real individual who is promoting terrorism, and he is now being convicted. Now, this is very, very serious because although I still have to be very careful about what I say here, because most of the stuff I'm going to say at Speaker's Corner, but I truly believe that if Mansour and Hashim were told and knew, I will say, and I'm going to say this, the head of that team, everyone can guess who the head is, because there's an individual that's the head of that team, because they do classify themselves as a team. He, yeah, would have, in my opinion, known as well. He would have been told. And so this is very concerning, yeah, because if you knew this from a year ago and you still didn't distance yourself and then you're lying. Now, I'm going to show you something on Abu Qasim's page. Yeah, remember this is Abu Qasim's YouTube page, yeah? Let me just take it up. Speaker's Corner Brotherhood, yeah? And have a look just 2 weeks ago. Remember, this is just before he got convicted. So it's going to be thingy. Who is he filming here? Hashim. Yeah, let me just clear the thing. Who are most of the people? Oh my God, you know what? I'm going to have to clear the thingy. Who are most of the people that Mansour actually records? Because there is a certain people that he records most. So you're looking around 85% of the videos on here are going to be of Mansour and Hashim. There are other people on there. I'm not going to say their names because I don't really have enough connections towards them myself personally. But you can see as you go down, you're going to see the people that he mainly recorded. So this is Abu Qasim or Muhammad Ahad, who has been convicted of promoting terrorism. And look, Adnan Rashid's on there. If you keep going further down, most of the videos are of Adnan Rashid and Mansour and Hashim. Yeah, Adnan Rashid again. And you can keep it going down. Remember, this is 3 months ago as well. This is actually the video time frame that we told them again about his associating with Anjem Choudhury. We didn't know at the time about the court case. And so that in itself was serious enough. And then you keep it going down, keep it going down. Now, when you go all the way to the bottom, yeah, a year ago, remember, this is a time when he was then being charged with promoting terrorism. And you can see here, look, these guys knew at this time because they were told, and they still allowed themselves to be filmed and associated. They used to go on dinner together and stuff like that, allegedly. I know people don't like the fact that I say allegedly, but I'm going to keep on saying it because I know it annoys people. You know who I'm talking about. So, yeah, if you go up, so, I mean, one of the things is that even when you go up here, yeah, you have Abdul Hakim here, his mate. You have a lot of people, yeah, on here. Basically, look at that whole list here. A year ago. In fact, one of my first videos is on here when I first come. So I don't know if he was the one who recorded it. So you can see it's pretty goddamn serious. I will say there's an excellent video on Soko Films. Yeah, I'm going to put the link down below. Watch it. It's a great video exposing said person and his hypocrisy, and also the video from Soko's side of, you know, basically us lot talking. And big up to Paul, because Paul's really put his neck out on the line here, literally, because some of the hatred and stuff that's being whipped up towards him is like very disturbing in my opinion, especially from one particular channel, which is which I've actually reported. I'm going to be saying straight I've reported it, and I know some other people have reported the channel as well, because they're whipping up a hatred of Paul in particular and myself. But I think Paul's one is a bit more, let's just say a bit more concerning, just because of the homophobia chucked in as well, because, you know, it's a constant thing about him being gay, yeah, and that's keeps getting chucked in, and they're whipping up a frenzy towards him, which can result in real life consequences, because some of the claims made against him are very, 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 let's just say, if they start spreading, yeah, you know, it can get him hurt physically by these people. So, you know, remember, he has stood up against these extremists, and instead of praising him, he has been ostracized. One of the things was that he was ostracized in the sense that, one, because of the fact that he started standing up to them. One of the things that, you know, Hashim done, yeah, who seems quite like a sensible guy, when he was being, when Paul was highlighting Abdul Hakim's situation, not Abu Qasim, Abdul Hakim, the other guy, who's now in prison as well, in a private forum about Speaker's Corner, Hashim not only deleted his posts, but then blocked him from the group. Now, this is very concerning. Like, why would you block someone and chuck them out of a group because they're exposing Anjem Choudhury supporters who are actually convicted of actually promoting terrorism himself, and he's been in prison a number of times. So I don't know what's going on, why they're becoming so irrational. Now, what's happening right now? Like, obviously, I'm playing chess, yeah. So this is, I'm playing chess, you're playing Connect 4, yeah. As you know, my drawing still taking ages. My largest drawing is A0. Unlike these ones, these are just copied, those ones, but these are A1, 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 A1. Oh yeah, Facebook and YouTube, and like fascist 1984 is there. So yeah, instead of, oh yeah, I still haven't. I need to bloody well scan this one. Don't ask why these babies are being put into there. This is about vegetarianism and hell and heaven. I know people can say, Raj, you're an evil person, but art is supposed to make you think. So basically, with this one here, I'm playing chess, you're playing Connect 4, obviously. And right now, I'm moving my pieces. So as I said, when you're playing chess, you have to use a multitude of moves, yeah? Being a free thinker is very important, your morals. I'm using art as well, humor, the police. I'm red pilling you guys, my empathy. Speaker's corner is a very important part, which I'm using in order to say stuff. Social media, the law, faith, and free speech is trying to be protected. Now, unfortunately, what's happening with the other side, yeah, is they're playing Connect 4. And the problem with this is that they're getting very irrational and their only moves are either anger. So look, you'll see, yeah, look, low IQ sheep, yeah, little sheep. And these are the people, look, screaming their heads off, crying and crying. Oh my God, how dare you, Raj? How dare you, Paul, expose these extremes? How dare you? Yeah, screaming. And so what's happening now, they've started off upset, sensitive, whining, irrational, annoyed, outraged, bitching and crying, their anger, vexed, crazed, fuming, seething, offended, fury. Now it's getting to this point. So it's quite high up in terms of the level of, let's just say they're kind of the level they're at the moment, which they get more dangerous the higher they go up. This row here is dangerous when people can get physically hurt. So right now they're here, yeah, because they're getting to this point now. The threats and stuff are already coming, but indirectly they're whipping up a hatred. So they're bullying and stuff like that. So what's going to happen at some point, if they don't cease and desist, it will get to the point where it starts getting physical, because some of the stuff they're saying will result in stuff like this. I'm not talking about that one, but slapping and punching and stuff like that, because what they're saying is very, very dangerous. One of the things is that you're going to hear this rumor, and I am going to say what has been accused because it's being plastered all over the chats. They've read out comments on Sir Faz. I'm going to name the channel Sir Faz's, and another channel Shush Stop. I think I can't remember. It's that Nasir guys, and they're reading out comments, and people are jumping on there and making the most. I would say to me. And I'm going to be honest with you, I know people say don't tell them it's the most offensive, but it is one of the most offensive accusations, because it involves a lot of things. And the accusation was started, I'm going to say straight, by an individual called TYO, or the Young Turk. He's a Meepali Pakistani. You're not Turkish, yeah? You are fat though, no doubt about that. And what it is that he started this rumour a few months ago when I started this thing about the jihadis, that my mother, now listen to this nastiness of this, yeah? My mother stole from my local temple. This is a rumour he started. Yeah? I know people can say, well, you're spreading the rumour. No, I'm not. Because last night, and I'm going to say something, Sir Faz, you think you delete streams, yeah? Now, last night, they jumped on, and I have, where is it? This particular stream, which was like 12 hours, and the title is, let me just change the window. Just wipe. God, my fingers are really dirty. Let me just do this thing. Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, so it's how to help an injured pigeon. I don't know how this is going to work, but you can't actually see it. Let me just try and. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so it's basically what's called how to help an injured pigeon. Obviously, I'm known as the pigeon. Yeah, and there was a whole stream kind of demonizing me, and it's on Sir Faz's. Yeah. Now, what he doesn't realize is that this particular stream, yeah, that he's deleted now. Sorry, Sir Faz, I have the stream. Yeah, 11 hours and 45 minutes, including your other streams as well, because I just download them as they're going along. I get people to download them. So I've got everything. And one of the things that was going on in this stream was that people were jumping on, including TYO, making the claim that my mother stole from a local temple, yeah? And spreading this. Now, I'm going to say something, and this is now I'm going to say it once. This is something I will be taking legally, because already when I went Speaker's Corner on Sunday, I heard people saying to me, Raj, XYZ stole from the temple, or Raj, you stole from the temple. And it started from TYO, and it's been propagated on that channel. Now, I'm going to say another thing, that somebody has got in contact, yeah, with my home, yeah, saying that they've heard this rumor about it. So you have spread this rumor, and it's going around. I don't know who that person was, but they said it and then they put the phone down. So I have reported this to the police. So what is happening right now is that they are trying to attack me through this means of humiliating my mother again. Like before, they wanted to go to my temple and they tried to humiliate my family. Like they tried to shut me up. So the way they can do it, because they know they can't humiliate me, it takes a lot to embarrass me. Yeah, I don't really care, to be honest. When they call this stuff and well, oh yeah, whatever, I find it kind of quite humorous. But they know that. Now remember, what you're claiming is very serious. So this is something I'm going to take legally, because not only are you claiming that you know, you've got three things. First of all, my temple is a place of religious place. Second, you're claiming that money has been stolen from there from my family. And thirdly, that it's my mother or me. Now, the thing about this can actually destroy my family's reputation, literally. Yeah, this could cause me to lose a lot of money in terms of my work. This could destroy not only my reputation, but could actually cause physical harm to my family. Because if this spreads and people think we're thieves that stole from a religious place, we can get attacked for that. And my mum's health will deteriorate. So I'm warning people, every time this is said, I will be recording whoever said it and compiling it. So anyone that says that, right now in the comment section, there's 3 people that say it all the time. It's TYO, Go Speaker's Corner, and Ask Getty. 3 of those are constantly spamming that my mum stole money from the temple. Mum stole money from the temple. So those 3 people, 100%, I'm going to put into that conclusion already. So be very careful about your next steps. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, this is how they're going to try and shut me down. Now, what's going to happen over the next, what I call couple of weeks? Because I have to say to people are quite dumb, yeah? This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. Yeah, and the marathon, yeah, can take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, whatever. Yeah, this is not a short-term situation. I will be asking the questions as to why certain people within that particular team, and I'm going to say the team, you know the team I'm talking about, of 3 individuals, Mansour, Adnan, Rashid, and Hashim, why they done what they did in terms of Abu Qasim or Muhammad, the dad, what his real name is. And I'm going to keep an open mind. So before everyone says you've already made your mind up, no. You know, if they just said, okay, Raj, we made a mistake, you know, we was silly, we was negligent in a way, and we made a mistake. You know, it happens. I'd be like, all right. Although I still think he was extremely negligent, I would have to accept. You know, people do make mistakes. I've made lots of mistakes, but if they start digging their heels in, yeah, then I'm going to start digging my heels in, and I will start to question why they are actually. This I can't have to be very careful with it. I have to ask them why they are saying what they are saying, which is going against what I know. Yeah. So most of my kind of stuff that I'm going to be talking about is actually going to be in Speaker's Corner, and so watch out for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be very focused on that. I'll try and do a Shirkmas if people want me to. Press number 1 if you want a Shirkmas special. I won't do it this weekend because I've got things I need to do at Speaker's Corner. I don't want to distract myself. Unless there's no one there. Unless there's no one there and no one turns up. So otherwise I will. Oh God, what would I have to do next? I've got a lot of work to do. I mean, it's looking good. I've got to, oh look, horsey. Yes, I've got a lot of work to do. I'm sure I'm supposed to show something else. Yeah, so things are going to get very messy. People are going to try and whip up hatred for Paul especially, I think, because already that started. We reported, I'm going to say straight, Sir Faz, your channel is reported by multiple people.
somebody jumped on there yesterday because they were going to do the biggest mistake of their life yesterday. They were going to start to do like a 10-hour live stream defaming me. And luckily, there is somebody on their side. I don't know if he is on their side, but he hates me so much that he will help them. Who jumped on and told them, I don't know what he said, but he put them on mute. And when they come back, they were a little bit more quiet, let's say. And that was a good move because when you're playing chess, yes, chess, this is how you do. You need to know when to, retreat sometimes as well, which is something that these guys do not understand. Oh, yeah, the other thing is that there is actually, and I don't want to do it today, but there was another grooming gang, in Halifax. Police, including a police officer, among 16 charged with sexually abusing girls. Now, all right, so this is yesterday, the 6th and 18th. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, the girl was 12 years old. Yeah, let's look at the names. Yeah, now before everyone says, "Oh, Raj, you're being Islamophobic," look at the names. Mr. Ditta. Yeah, not sure. Matab Islam. You can't get a freaking more Muslim name than Arfan Mid, Nadeem, Khalifa Mughal. A Mughal. Oh my God. Nadeem Nasir. Shazad Nawaz. Yeah. Vasim Adalat. There is Christopher Eastwood. I'm assuming he's a white guy. Vadas Abbas. Nadeem Adalat. Shazad Nazir. I think that's the same people actually. Sohal Zafar. Asad Muhammad. Yunus Muhammad. I don't want to say what I'm Yunus Khan. Sajid Adalat. Muhammad Rizwan Akbal. Yeah. Ishata Latif, yeah. Now look at the names, yeah. You cannot tell me that those names do not stand out. This is once again from an up north town, yeah. I think it's in West Yorkshire, including an officer. Remember West Yorkshire? Now I'm sorry, I don't care whether your feelings are hurt, yeah. This is a very serious problem within the Pakistani community. Yeah, I'm not going to say Muslim, Pakistani Muslim community. I won't say Muslim by itself because there are Muslims, because there are Pakistanis that aren't. And on top of that, most of them are probably Meepolis from those towns. And you've got to understand this issue is it's gone beyond the point of like silliness now. Like, how much more evidence do you need to know that these gangs, are, these gangs, remember the gangs, we know when it comes to paedophilia and stuff like that, these lone wolf, this kind of lone kind of stuff, it's mainly predominantly white males, but when it comes to these grooming gangs where you got whole gangs of guys going out, I remember the girl was only 12 years old, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I don't know how much more evidence they need. So like I said, next couple of weeks is going to be very slanderous. I do appreciate, let me just say something. I would appreciate if people hear stuff, or record stuff that I'm not there privy to, please email me. And I'm talking about stuff that is slander against myself or threats or stuff like that from certain channels. I will say the names like Surfaz and one or two other channels. Please, and also Respect, please, because I'm not saying Respect's involved, but somebody might jump on there and might say something. I need to hear it. Please collate everything, including against Paul Williams. Just send me the evidence to pentacularartist@yahoo.co.uk down below of any videos or any information you have that you deem to be kind of stirring up some kind of hatred, which could result in what we call physical violence, or even like, up to here where threats happening, because I've already had lots of threats before anyway. I'll get so many threats that I've just kind of lost count, to be honest with you. So I don't really take, I haven't really I started to get a bit complacent about it, and I've got to be a bit more careful, because right now they're going to get very upset, because let me tell you, they are up to this point. The next couple of weeks they're going to raise up if they don't control themselves. So we need to keep them down on the Connect 4 board to here. Because if they start going from there to there and these pieces start dropping in, then there's going to be issues. Obviously, there will be issues, and I'll probably be pulled on me, might be at the brunt of it. Now, Stevenator, because he's not on, I think just because he doesn't really come much online, probably isn't, as kind of like
been talked about so much. Even though big up to Steve, because he's actually one of the main guys that actually exposed this in the beginning and has done a great job in terms of exposing a lot of stuff. Yeah, so what can I say? I will say that, yeah, this drawing hopefully will be finished soon. And yeah, let's just hope. Oh my God. Oh yeah, big up to COE as well. COE. Can I get the glasses? Anyway, like I say, big up the Kofawi Runtings. And I will say again. Oh yeah, the other thing is, I forgot to say, is that certain individuals are saying they're going to bring a group action lawsuit against me for slander or libel. How true that is, no one knows. Some people are very irrational, and so they're going to, because they're upset because of certain things that are going on, instead of dealing with those things, yeah, within their kind of community, they're going to start attacking me through that way. So it might happen. I don't know. But I will say this to anybody that thinks that they can sue me. If they think I don't have a mountain of evidence against everybody in terms of screenshots, videos, recordings, you're stupid. I've got I've lost count of the amount of stuff I've got. I've got to start rifling through it in terms of people doing stuff towards me that I assume the people I put in there might be on this joint action lawsuit, including someone yesterday who said he's heading it, but was on a live stream about me, talking about me just yesterday. Oh, yeah, quite strange. What can I say? Or on a panel where other people were slandering me. So, I'll be very careful about what you're going to open in terms of the cans of worms. Because, like I said, even with let's just say for argument's sake, Adnan Rashid wanted to sue me. Yeah, let's say for argument's sake. Yeah. Now, I will say something. It'll probably be a bad move just because of the evidence I would have to bring in order to prove that I am not slandering. And you can understand, I don't want to say too much. And if I have to bring that into the public, in terms of legally, it's not going to be a good look. I'm telling you straight now. It'll probably, for me, I can live on no money if I have to. I'm not money orientated. But some people, let's just say not everybody's like me. Yeah, artists know that money is not the most important thing. I know a lot of people say, Raj, you're not working. This is my job. Yeah. And one day I will be selling these, obviously, one day. But I'm being very careful about when I sell them. So any of my drawings. Obviously, it's a good drawing, but this is easy to do, to be honest. I know people can say, oh, Raj, you're just showing off. Raj, no, it can't be. No, it is easy. Because I'm just copying a photo. So doing stuff like that is piss easy, to be honest with you. It's stuff like this, like my, what is it called? Amritsar Massacre and stuff like this that are difficult. Because I've got to do it from my imagination and this one here. So anyway, that's enough anyway. Anyway, I'll be off. Let's just do the big up the Kofawi run pings. I ain't paying that bullshit, Jazzy. You're mad. Yeah, I'm not paying it.